D. Wambui Richardson, Artistic Director of the Jubilee Theatre, now celebrating its 40th season. That's right, our 40th season. In celebration of our current production, HooDoo Love by Katori Hall, join us for P.S. I Love You conversations as we meet with and talk with couples young and old as we all explore this phenomenal question of how do we love in the 21st century.
But right now, we got to shout out to the 40th anniversary of Jubilee Theatre, man.
Oh my gosh, yes.
This is a beautiful thing, man. Celebrating season 40 for Jubilee Theatre. Rock T is who I be, and she is
Krystal, Rock T's better half.
Ain't that the truth? You know what I'm saying? We also here representing the Perfect Pair podcast. If you haven't subscribed,
please do so now.
Anywhere,
and tell your friends.
Yes, anywhere you listen to your podcast, make sure Perfect Pair podcast is on there. You know what I'm saying? Because she is a damn fool.
It's okay. Y'all will be on my side too.
All right, so in our, they want to share our story as far as how we met
in the club.
So listen, if you really want to know all the details of how we met, go follow the podcast and listen to that episode because we got a whole episode explaining all of that. Okay, so but for right now, we can give them the short version.
Yes, we can.
You want me to start or you gonna start? You start.
No, you go ahead and start because I like how you tell the story because he always get it wrong, so I got to correct him. So might as well let him start so I can correct him.
All right, let me tell you something. I found her on MySpace. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
Remember MySpace? You know what I'm saying? I said, y'all had to get this honey doo-wop in my top 8. And I reached out to her. Sent her a couple direct messages, you know what I'm saying, on MySpace. Asking her if she would like to go out on a date.
He was in my DMs, y'all.
I sure was deep. And she said no 3 times.
I did. I said no 3 times. He asked me through MySpace, I think twice. And then he asked me through my friend.
Yeah, because we got a mutual friend. And I was like, yo, tell me more about your friend here and what's going on. So,
yes. And I told her, I said, girl, I don't know. But she even tried to give him the lowdown, like, listen, she's just now trying to get out of a relationship. She's kind of, it's not looking, she's trying to get herself together. And plus, I was planning on leaving. I was moving out of this state. I wasn't even going to be in this state, not in the city, let alone this state.
Oh, she's about to be ghost.
Gone.
So,
but,
so when our mutual friend told me that, I'm like, okay, I kind of backed up because, I don't want to be disrespecting her if she's in a relationship and, okay, cool.
I was leaving a relationship.
But I didn't know at the time.
Right.
All I knew is when she gave me the update, like, hey, she's in a relationship, but she may be on her way out. Okay, I'm like, I'll go ahead and back up until she, whatever. Long story short.
A few weeks later or so, let me just say this. Yes, I was a fan of Rock T's joke of the day.
What?
I used to listen to it. I would literally sit in my car before I go into work just to hear the joke of the day before I went into work.
So I used to always tickle your little fancy even before we met.
Yes, he did. He really did. And so, I don't know what it was. I just kept thinking about him. I was in night school at that time. So I was in class. And I said, let me go and hit him up on MySpace real quick, see what he's doing. Actually, I was just going on his page just to see his stuff. And then finally, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to message him and tell him, you know what? You want to go to lunch?
Boom. So the 4th time she hit me up, asking me up for lunch. Guess what I told her? I said, nah, I'm good.
He lying. He was, before I hit send, he was already replying back, yes. Do you hear me?
Like in the movie Boomerang when Eddie Murphy was waiting by the phone. Hello.
That was him on MySpace, okay?
So we went out on the first date. And she was trying to get out of it because she wasn't feeling well. She was a little bit under the weather.
First of all, he said like I really was trying to diss him. He don't tell the whole backstory to it. I was at work and I had got sent home from work because I was sick. I literally had a fever. I had the flu is what I came down with the flu. I had a fever. It was horrible. So my job was like, hey, you need to go home. So I literally called him and say, hey, I'm not going to be able to do lunch today because I'm sick. I have a fever. I think I have the flu. I'm coming down with something.
I wasn't trying to hear it.
He wasn't. Keep in mind, y'all, I had no makeup on, nothing. My clothes pretty much falling off of me because I couldn't eat nothing, so I felt like I was losing weight by the hour.
Like for real. But I wasn't trying to hear it because listen, I've been trying to get this little old thing, this little honey-do wop, and I'm like, oh, I don't care if you're sick. As long as you ain't on your deathbed, we going on this date.
I feel like I was, but you know, okay, so we went. I went ahead and met with him just so he can know. Because something about Rocky, I will tell y'all, he can sell anybody a dream. I tell everybody, he'll sell you a dream. He can sell you on anything. He's very convincing on, like, come on, just go. So I was like, oh, okay, fine. Let me show you.
We're going to make that dream a reality. There's a part 2 to that, selling the dream.
But still, I would tell him, like, I just wanted him to really know that I wasn't lying. I wasn't trying to be flaky. So to show him I was really sick. Man.
We got to that doggone restaurant, which the food was delicious. Like, oh my goodness.
It was good.
But, you know, this is when I realized, okay, she was really not feeling well because she was just kind of like, you know, she was like blah, but she still was beautiful, like in her natural state, beautiful. And
He's so sweet.
And she was just kind of eating, and it's almost like she was like on medication or something, but she was eating fish all in her teeth and everything. She just kind of
listen. He tell the story like wait. This, and still to this day I get bothered by that. Why would you even let me have food in my mouth and not say like, hey, you got a little something right there? Like, you don't care about me.
Nah, man, I just want you to, hey, I like the honest, real, I want the real raw side of you. Because if I can deal with the real raw side of you, everything else is all, you know, cherries and whipped cream.
Which is true, but still, my whole thought process was, don't let me walk around with food in my mouth. Like, you gonna sit here and let me have a whole conversation. See, ladies, I don't know about y'all. I'm that female, even if I don't know you or don't know you that well, and we're sitting having dinner or you're walking past and we're in a conversation, if you have a booger, you have something in your teeth, your lipstick is on your teeth, your lipstick is on your chin or on your nose. You know how when we eat a burger or take a bite of an apple, it always get down there.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be like, hey, you got something right here. Because, you know, don't you hate when you go, you thinking you cute and you talking, having a whole good conversation, then you get in the car or you go in the bathroom, you look in the mirror and you got this big ass booger hanging down, or you had this black pepper on your tooth in between your teeth. Like, tell me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think, keep in mind, you know, most people when you meet, you don't get mad.
Right.
Early.
Right.
I got mad at him early because I was like, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just tell me?
Because, see, at the beginning, I didn't tell you it was in there. You know,
I know he never told me until like,
it eventually fell off because you was drinking your water and everything.
But he never told me this part that I had fish in my teeth until like a few weeks later or even months later. Yeah. Like, he never told me that until he was telling somebody, man, she had fish all in her teeth. I just looked at him. I said, are you serious? And you didn't tell me?
Yes, sir. So, anyways, the day went well. And from that point on, man, shoot, I was picking you up for lunch almost every day from work.
He was coming to my job and picking me up for lunch. And he was making people at my job really jealous because they were like, I don't want to say this, but there was a few guys that wanted to take me out. And I was kind of like, oh, no, it's okay. Well, maybe next time. And I would never go to lunch with anybody, no matter how many times they would ask. When they found out I was going to lunch with somebody and they see me getting in his car, and keep in mind, he was driving a wrapped SUV. So meaning his face was all over the SUV. So it was no hiding who I was getting in the car with. So it made it even worse. And when I tell you, when I say office drama is real, it's real.
Right.
That he caused a lot of uproar.
Oh, man. Every time we would get on the phone and talk at night before we went to bed, she's telling, it's like a soap opera at her job.
It is.
Let me tell you what happened today. And then for Halloween, she dressed up. Guess who asked?
As him.
She wore my little football jersey.
Yeah, I wore his Rock T football jersey, and I was like, I'm Rock T for today. Oh, it just made another uproar. He loved it. He loved every bit of it. But I got to tell this story. Okay, y'all might not want to hear, but let me just tell y'all this. So at my job, you know, I had to always go through a toll to get to work. So one day I was like, oh my God, I don't have no change for the toll, this and that. So I put a little styrofoam cup on my desk and I said, anybody that want to donate to me so I can get through the toes today, I really appreciate it. So people literally start dumping like quarters and quarters. And my cup was getting full. Then I had like dollars in there. And I thought it was cute. And then one dude come up there talking about, oh, so Rock T can't help you get through the toes? Rock T can't make sure you can get through the toes? Damn, how he take care of his girl? I was like, oh, my God. So I tell him what he said. I said, oh, my God, they just be hating. This is that. He was like, listen, don't ever take nothing else from them again. Your toe tag is right here. He went and got me a toe tag. He was like, you don't need nothing. I was like, oh, my God, this is so petty. But I got over there. I was like, I got a toe tag now, so I don't need nothing. He took care of it. And they was like, I said, this fool here, crazy.
Man, so long story short, man, we just, when I realized that she was really serious about me, and she was really like, okay, I'm ready to take this to the next level, is I get a random text out of nowhere that says, so let's talk about puppies.
I did. You know, listen, let me tell you why.
Who says that?
Let me explain why.
We're just starting to date.
Okay, well, let me explain why. I think everybody has felt this at one point in time when you're first falling in love and you're texting your person, you calling a person, you sit there and you want to hit them up, but you don't want to seem like you're just, you just hitting them up and like, dang, she don't want to let me breathe. So I was just trying to find something to say.
To start a conversation.
So I could start a conversation with him. And I didn't know what to say. And something just came to me. He's like, let's talk puppies. And thank God he laughed, because as soon as I sent it, I was like, why did you send that? Oh my God, why did you send that? And he responded, he was like, that's cute. And we kept going from there.
Pretty much.
But I will say this. I feel like we really kind of just went, since our first date with the fish in my mouth, I felt it was like nonstop. We kept growing closer and closer together each day. From that day.
All the way till now.
We dated. Since that day, we have not stopped dating.
Yep.
At all.
Message, pay attention.
Like, at all. We have not stopped dating. We have not stopped talking. We have not stopped calling each other. We were seeing each other every weekend at that point, and it got from every weekend to during the week and weekend, then to staying over each other's places during the week.
Yes, indeed. No, it is what it is, but these are all points and stuff that we really break down and share in our podcast.
Yes.
So, like I said, this is the short version, but if you want to hear the long version of everything, because we left out a lot of stuff in between. Yeah. But you know, our podcast is mainly for just sharing. We're just sharing our stories and experiences, and hoping that everything that we've learned. Because everyone thinks that we're just like this perfect little couple.
No, but we're perfect for each other.
Message. Hence the Perfect Pair podcast. Yes. So
so we're not perfect, and we're not saying we're perfect. We're not saying, hey, listen to us. We're not. I'm gonna put it this way: we're giving you real life experiences that we have experienced ourselves. What we did to get through it, all of our ups and our downs, all of the mistakes that we've both made, that we still make. Every time we get in an argument, I get on our podcast and I talk about it, and I be like, why I'm mad at him or why he's mad at me.
True. And
I tell the whole story. And I must say this.
And then I explain why I did what I did and said what I said, whether she like it or not.
But anyway, it be excuses.
Shoot.
But what I have noticed is this is great therapy.
Oh, my goodness. Absolutely.
Because we easily talk it out, and then we can laugh at it. And I think we've helped a couple where they learn to kind of talk about it and laugh about it instead of just hold on to it and still being angry.
That's a very important piece to having a healthy relationship, is being able to laugh at your arguments after you discuss it.
Oh my God.
Maturely.
We went through a whole argument one day. It was an hour long. I don't even know if it was an argument, but all of a sudden I was crying. And then I didn't understand why I was crying. And by the end of it, I was like, didn't I say that at the beginning? He was like, yeah, you did. So why did we go through this?
And we started laughing about it. Like, literally, at the end of the argument, we're laughing.
I was like, this is a mess. Okay.
So this is all part of therapy, even going through this pandemic.
Yes.
So there you have it, man. So that's the short version of how we met. We want to shout out to the 40th anniversary of the Jubilee Theaters, and P.S. I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
I know I'm gonna have lipstick all on my lips right now.
I barely touched it because I know he hate when he have red lipstick on his face.
So let us tell you something real fast, man. As we continue to celebrate, this is the public nervous announcement right here. As we continue to celebrate Love and Black History Month, join us in supporting Black Theater by purchasing your tickets for the HooDoo Love at JubileeTheatre.org. That's JubileeTheatre.org. And I know sometimes it can be spelled funky.
Yeah.
JubileeTheatre.org.
There you go, babe.
Check it out. Support the Black Theater, and let's keep doing what we're doing, all right?
Because guess what?
What?
We are living our love songs.
Ooh! We're going off like that. Oh, you ready to go fix me a sandwich now?
He gonna help me because it's Valentine's Day, y'all. We do it together. See, I hate when he does that because then I'm sitting over here and I'm thinking we're done and he just keeps doing silly stuff like this. But yes, we are still living our love song.
Why?
Why?
I hope that you all have enjoyed these conversations with us as we dig deeper into what does it take to love in the 21st century. Now, for more information about Jubilee Theatre as we celebrate our 40th season, please go to JubileeTheatre.org. If you're interested in purchasing a ticket for HooDoo Love, please go to Vimeo.com. Now, for those of you that are able to in these tough economic times, please consider making a donation to Jubilee Theatre. Please know that every dollar counts as we move forward into this new season. We've been here for 40 years, and with your help, your aid, your love, and your assistance, we will be here for another 40 years.